but she like gets out of the house every single day and does things. She goes to all of our games. Like we'll push her across the grass or across the gravel or whatever, like to get her to like see the game. She's gonna do everything that she physically can do for as long as she can do it, because we don't know how long she has left. So she does whatever she can every day. My mom has multiple sclerosis, MS, and it's an autoimmune disease that attacks your central nervous system. She has had it all her life, but she just started getting symptoms in 2010, and by 2013, 2014, she has become completely handicapped and lost all motor abilities. So MS is an autoimmune disease that attacks your central nervous system. It's specifically, so autoimmune just means that your immune system attacks something else in your body. The immune system in MS attacks the myelin sheath, which is the covering around your nerves. And this covering of myelin allows the fast communication between your brain and like your fingers or your hands or your toes and stuff. Without this, then the conduction of electricity is really slow. So my mom can move her arm or her leg if someone else does it for her, but the connection between her brain and her motor skills is damaged. Currently, there's no cure for MS. They've tried studies in Germany and in Canada, trials on mice to try to reverse the symptoms of MS or repair the myelin. The problem is they still can't figure out why the immune system targets it in the first place. So even if you would repair her nerves, then the immune system would just attack it again. There's 3 stages of MS. There's primary progressive MS, secondary progressive MS, which is what my mom has, and then there's also relapsing remitting MS. So primary progressive means you have a quick damaging of your nerves and quick loss of symptoms, usually over a couple months. Secondary progressive means it's a slower pace decline. So since about 2014 or so, my mom's had secondary progressive, which means she's slowly declining, losing leg and arm and all other motor abilities. And then the other type is relapsing remitting MS, which means you get one like attack, they call it, and then you have no more symptoms the rest of your life. So some people, they have one flare up or attack, and then they lose the movement in their leg. But then that's it. They never have it again. They just have to live with not being able to use that leg or that arm or something. But MS isn't limited. The symptoms aren't limited to motor abilities. It also affects your cognitive abilities because it can affect anything in the central nervous system. So it's a very wide range. A lot of people have depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, all kinds of mental disorders because the neurons in their brain are affected. Fortunately, my mom has only has lost motor abilities. She hasn't lost any cognitive or emotional abilities. The prognosis is she will just keep declining until basically she loses all motor ability and it's just a vegetable. Really, that's the outlook for most people. Fortunately, nowadays, if you are diagnosed, if a young person is diagnosed with MS, they have drugs that can slow the progression so that you don't get to my mom's stage, but they don't have anything to revert or reverse her symptoms. MS affects myself and my family really in every aspect of our lives. So my mom is completely dependent on my dad, myself, and my little brother to take care of her. She can't dress herself, feed herself, get out of bed, bathe herself, really do anything. She's completely dependent us. So everything we do is geared towards taking care of her and making sure that she's comfortable and happy. Personally, I've taken on a lot more responsibility at home since her decline, because I need to help my dad out, because he not only has to take care of himself and take care of the rest of the family, but he has to take care of another adult, which is a lot of pressure on one person. And so I do a lot more cooking, cleaning, laundry. I take care of my brother a lot. And my little brother is really, really independent for like a 14-year-old kid, because my dad has to take care of my mom, so he like does a lot of cleaning, does a lot of like cooking for himself. Just like stuff that we didn't really have to do like before my mom's condition. We kind of took for granted because my dad did it all, and now we take that upon ourselves. But my mom tries to let us do like everything we did before. It's just we can't do things like as a family like we used to. So we always used to like go out with other families and like friends at night, and now it's just like my brother and I will go out, or my dad and I will go out. Like we don't go out as a family because my mom gets like really fatigued. That's also like one of the main symptoms of MS is really bad fatigue. So she can't go out like past 5 o'clock or so. But like we still go on vacations. It's a lot harder because it's hard to travel with a handicapped person, because planes like obviously aren't handicap accessible. But like we went to the beach, and my mom wanted to like put her feet in the water, so we literally put her in a beach chair and carried her out onto the sand, because obviously beaches, like wheelchairs can't get through beaches, so we carried her out there. So we still do stuff like going to the beach, like going on fun vacations, and my mom just tries to do as much as she physically can do, and doesn't want like to hold my brother and I back from doing things that we enjoy. My mom just wanted like Joseph and I to keep as normal life as possible, so she tries her hardest to like do everything she physically can. She goes to all of our games. Like we'll push her across the grass or across the gravel or whatever, like to get her to like see the game. She's gonna do everything that she physically can do for as long as she can do it, because we don't know how long she has left, so she does whatever she can every day. When I found out my mom had MS, I was only 13 or 14. I was in junior high school, and I didn't really understand what it meant. I just had been noticing that my mom needed to take breaks after walking for a while, so when we'd go on vacation or we'd like be outside and go for walks and stuff every night, she would have to take a break, which wasn't like a big deal to me. And then she said like, I need to take these breaks because I have MS, and being in 6th, 7th grade, it's like, okay, that doesn't mean anything, like you look fine, so obviously you're fine. Then when I got to about 9th grade, my dad had to start driving my mom into work every day, and she couldn't drive anymore, which I thought was really, really weird. And so that's when it started to hit me that, wow, this disease is actually like preventing her from doing normal things. And I was noticing that she was like really tired all the time and having to sit down a lot more. She just couldn't walk as much. And so then she had me go online and research MS so that I could fully understand like what was happening to her. Once I started doing research and realizing what the end result was, then it really started to hit me that like, wow, my mom probably is never going to be able to walk again, and then eventually she's probably just going to end up on a feeding tube one day. So that was really, really hard to kind of accept once it hit me. But I think my mom's attitude and like her positive attitude, and she never complains about anything, is really what, like, I didn't mope about it very much. I just kind of accepted it as a part of life, and like we'll just make the best out of it. But definitely my initial reaction, like once I started seeing her stop driving to work, and then the biggest thing was when she lost her job because of the MS, because she just couldn't even go to work anymore. That's when I really was kind of shooken, and honestly I was scared, because a lot of the prognosis people don't know. Like they don't know how quickly you're going to decline. They just don't know that much about it, and it can affect everything in your body because your nervous system is attached to everything. So I was really like scared about the future, but my mom really emphasized that like we can't control what's going to happen in the future. So you know, you should just enjoy like the time we have together right now, because there's a lot of people out there that are a lot worse than her, and I've met a lot of those people, and even they're very positive because they know that there's people that are even worse than them.
Yeah.
What I've done to spread awareness about MS is, for the past 4 years, I've been involved with the Walk MS in Pittsburgh. So it's a fundraiser that's only gone on for I think 5 years, and I've raised, including this year, I've raised over $10,000 in 4 years for the National MS Society, and so this goes to helping people pay for a lot of their treatments and medications, and like just providing people with like comfort, because like the health bills can get really expensive. I've also taken up a career in neuroscience. The reason I got into neuroscience is like because of my mom and because of MS. So like I've talked to a lot of my friends in the neurology field like about MS and kind of like what their thoughts are and stuff about the disease, because it's so new and it's like a hot topic in research that you know we're learning about it in school. And I've talked to professors about, there's like even professors at Pitt that have worked with MS, so they know a little bit about it. So I used to not tell my friends about it, but then obviously like when they come over and see your mom's like in a wheelchair, they're gonna say like, you know, what's wrong? So now I kind of tell everyone, you know, my mom's story and about MS, and I don't do it so people feel bad for me or for my mom. I just do it to kind of spread awareness about it, because not too many people know what it is. It's not like cancer or Alzheimer's, one of those more like popular diseases. So that's what I've done to try to spread awareness. Yeah, this isn't the end of like my journey with MS, my mom's journey with MS. This is only the beginning, because there's been a ton of new research coming out, and it's all focused on people like my mom. So we're very hopeful that like 10 years ago there was no treatment for MS. There weren't even like doctors that even cared about MS. Now there's specialists. Now there's like over 30 drugs that can treat people that are newly diagnosed. So now the focus is going to be on people that are really far along in the progression. So you know, we're going to live each day to the fullest, and we're going to see like where this goes. But this by no means is like the end of you know, my mom's life or like my life. Like there's still like so much more to live, and we're gonna you know, my mom's gonna do everything she physically can for as long as she can, and whatever happens is gonna happen. But you know, I'm fortunate to have like this time like with her, and I'm gonna cherish this time with her. So.